Let's go mudlarking under an ancient bridge. Well, today we're really excited because having to stay in the local area has meant we've had to revisit many of the places we've been to before. But using our search method of Google Maps and satellite imaging, we've located this bridge on this river and we're stood on an incredibly large beach. So let's have a look what we can find on a new spot, although it's a familiar river. Come on, let's see what we can find.
Oh, now that's a nice little start over there. Blue and white. Looks like willow pattern. Yep. One of our staples, we often find willow pattern. Have you found something?
Yes.
Ooh, let's have a look what you found.
I just came on the tight side of the bridge, under the low bit. That I like.
A conker.
A conker.
Ooh.
There we go, you can tell we're into conker season now. That's going in the bag.
Right.
Not that I play conkers these days, but still. Who knows, might have an opportunity. And look at that for ridge pottery.
Oh, that's quite substantial, isn't it?
Ridged on both sides.
It
That's
is.
something weird. I haven't seen that before. That's
I wonder
off
what
something
that is.
particular. I don't know what.
Interesting.
And that's just a bit of metal that I found under there.
Yes, that's definitely a bit of metal.
Yes, and would you like to have a little go at plain or pattern?
Oh, patterned. Oh, plain. So this one must be patterned. That's plain as well. Ooh, you sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah, double bluff. And they're going in my bag because they'll be perfect to making a Monkey Panda plain or pattern game to send out. But if you think that was only a little bit of metal, would you like to see my big bit of metal?
Oh, go on then.
There. That
Oh,
is
wow.
what I call a big bit of metal.
Yep, it's a whopper. Some sort of canister from here, gas. I wonder what was in there. It's really rusty now.
Possibly an oxygen cylinder.
Yep, I won't kick it or anything, just in case it is pressurised, but very delicate. I don't want it
I'll try
exploding.
and just get it up out to the water here.
We got a little storm drain thingy here. When the water's really strong, that'll lift up and the water can pour out. Oh, some numbers. 1633.
I got more metal.
Oh, right, more metal. Let's have a look. Oh, a hinge.
Hinge. I'd say so. I'd say that's a hinge.
Well done.
And I'd say that's half an inch.
Yeah. Oh, you were so technical.
I tell you, I know my stuff.
So there's the bridge behind us. And before we go downstream, I think we'll go upstream. So, time to get in the water. So pop your wellies on and in we go. Be careful. It looks slippery underfoot. Ooh, it is, yes. Sorry if it's a bit of a bumpy ride. Very difficult to walk. There's a mini bit of beach here. Let's have a look if there's anything exciting on it. Got a piece of wire. Don't think it's lead. It's bendy. And a bit of a brick. And some feathers. Not a lot. I think we need to move on from this beach and find something much more exciting. Right, we're going to try to cross. Well, I'll rephrase that. Phil is going to try to cross, and if he falls in, we won't go with him.
I have my magic stick.
Right?
So I have a bit of sticky tape on my stick, which is the height of my wellies.
Right.
So theoretically, I shouldn't step in too deep. The problem is you have to use stepping stones under the water, and there's a lot of moss around.
Yes, it is.
So be careful.
There's something pointy there. Oh, now that really looked like a tooth. It's not. It's just a little bit of stone. Oh, there's a piece of river glass. That's our first piece of river glass that we found today. Now it looks like the profile of a very distinguished gentleman. There's a few pieces of china. Let's have a look. That's just the base of a cup. And, oh look, here's some ridged pottery. Where would a mudlark be without any ridged pottery? I think we'd make a little pile. There we go. What's this up here? Oh, it's a stone. I thought that was a piece of terracotta. Let's have a look. There's another little piece of plain. Is it plain? Or is that something on it? Oh, that could be patterned. Not quite sure what. But it could be. And we got a little. Is that a button? Oh, it's metal. I don't know what it is. Oh no, it's not. It's plastic. Look at that. It's squidgy plastic. So that can go in the bin. And there's another piece here. Oh, let's have a look. That's plain. A little rummage. Ah, what's that? Ooh, that's very sharp. What do you think that is? I think probably an old rotten screwdriver. That's why it's always good to have nice strong gloves. What's this? A tiny bit of blue and white. We're not finding a lot, are we?
Found a brick.
Oh, Phil's found a brick. Is it Tredegar or Ebbw Vale?
I got a feeling it could be Ebbw Vale, but look at it. E-V.
C?
I can definitely see an E and a V.
It could be Ebbw Vale Warren, and that could be
Ebbw. Yeah, but then it would have to write across this middle piece. I'm wondering if they just put an E.
And E-V for Ebbw Vale, yes.
At some point the company did that. Now if we find out they did, we could date this one. Because it's more worn than most that we see.
Very, isn't it?
And I'll just put that down a second, because there's something else I want to show you.
Oh, right.
I quite like this. How about that?
Oh, that's nicely worn, isn't it?
That's a gorgeous piece.
It's just a piece of tile, but that's been in the water for quite a while.
It has. That is ready to go straight into a game of plain or patterned with no sharp edges, no Dremel, and a lovely pattern on the back.
Oh, very nice.
Another thing I've noticed, I don't know if anyone else noticed, if Caroline has been giving you shots of the bridge, but see there, just on the side of the bridge, you've got the V down the centre, which is very traditional for the way they built back hundreds of years ago, but there's an opening. an opening that seems to lead into the river, almost with like a windowsill on it. And it reminds me of the dipping bridge that we looked at when we were down at the coast, where they used to send the sheep out and just march them off the bridge and drop them into the river to give them a dip and to wash them. I don't know if it was for that purpose, but I'd love to find out more about this bridge, because this is a very old bridge, and on the far side it almost looks like as if there's a bridge over a bridge. Now we saw this up at Worcester, where a bridge was built over a bridge. A bridge had got damaged during the war up there, and then they'd rebuilt. But just over there, the small arch seems to come up as a short bridge and then have another on top of it. So I'll be intrigued to know more about this particular structure, because it seems very old and very interesting. Well, let's carry on mudlarking. I got something.
Oh, what have you got?
I haven't found a brick.
Right.
I found half a brick.
Half a brick.
But it is interesting. Bottom word is, I think most people work out the bottom word is British.
Yep.
But the word above it is definitely
RIS, so I would assume Risca.
Because we are only half a mile probably from the town of Risca.
Probably.
And although we're on a new section of the river, this river still follows the path of the Chartists, which I've spoken about on other videos, and have a look on there because there's a wonderful history there. We covered it up at Pontefraith, but they came right through Risca, stopping off at the public houses as they went, gathering more and more in number as they headed for Newport for the big showdown there in the middle of the Newport town on the steps of the hotel. So Risca, something British, bricks, possibly.
Cool.
Perhaps we'll find a whole one.
Phil is down there setting up a game of plain or patterned. We'll wander on down to him slowly, see if we can see anything. Something ridgy there. A bit of ridgy glass. And a bit of wire, which we'll take home with us. And I think that's about it before we make the big discovery of the beach.
Me!
A person.
Hello.
And a panda.
It's just amazing. I looked at this beach at first and thought there's nothing on here. And then I started to realise if you stop and stare, it's just full of bits.
Right.
Absolutely full. That really old stuff.
Well, that is very well worn, isn't
Really
it?
old stuff that's so worn, you'd swear I'd been at them with the Dremel.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that. That's a finished piece ready to go in.
Yep.
Another one. Look at that for a beautiful little bit of handle.
Oh yes, you can see the brown inside. Whoops.
Yeah, and that's
Drop
off
that
something
one,
a little bit more delicate.
Yep.
Look at that for a lovely piece of worn river glass.
Oh, some nice bits and pieces there.
Yeah, I've got more here. That's just what I've picked up after setting up my little finds.
All right, let's have a look.
There we go. Bridge pottery!
Hey.
Am I the first to find some?
No, we've already found some. Sorry.
Oh, it's another base.
Right, it's a chunky one.
Oh, that's another lump of something, and that looks a good age of.
We find lots of little bits like this around this bit of beach. We found
Yes.
quite a few. Oh, before you carry on,
Oh.
there's a piece of river glass and
I know, you just.
another piece of river glass.
I bet people are spotting things that we're not. There's another bit. Because the longer I stare, the more I see.
Right then, let's carry on. We're getting
Another chunk
distracted.
of lid or base, one or
Yeah.
t'other. It's like a. Is that just there? Oh, it's a chip. I thought it was a hole.
No.
It was the beginning of a hole, but it's a chip. A big chunk of glass.
Oh, whoa. Look at that. That is
a lump.
massive, isn't it? I wonder where that came off.
What on earth that is, I've no idea.
Oh,
That's not
it's-
ancient.
It's one of those.
That's not ancient, is it?
Oh, there's copper in there because it's gone green. Ah,
A
there's
gauze, is
the
it?
gauze is a filter. So I don't know.
Screwed onto something and something
Yes.
came through there. Fluid of some kind.
Yep, some sort of filter in there. What else have we got?
I've got, look at that. Not pretty.
Little pink mug.
Oh,
handle.
look, that wasn't in my collection. There's another little bit of china.
Yep, what about this piece here?
No, that wasn't in my collection either.
Oh, there we go. Pop that in. Oh, it's
at
a
that.
stone, I think.
There's a teeny weeny handle,
Yep.
look. For your handle collection. Look at that. Even some
Oh, hand it to
piece,
me.
a piece of artist equipment for you that I just found on this beach.
Helix Oxford, I think they're the little pencils that come with the compass.
There you go, and I'll give you a hand.
Oh, I gotta hand it to you. Ooh, hand puns in the comments below. Right, so now let's play plain or patterned. Right, here we go. We'll start with this piece. No, it's very shiny. It's a china, it's not that old. I'm going for plain. Oh, it's
Caught you out with that one.
One for Phil. Let's try this one. This I'm going to say plain. It's ridged pottery, but it's still plain. That can go in my pile. This one, oh, I'm plain again. Yep.
Not a lovely edge to it though.
It
I
is,
think that's
isn't
got
it?
a few years under its belt.
This one I'm going for, whoops, if I can pick it up, plain. Yes. And this one, I think we need a change. So on that reason only, we go for patterned. Oh yes, that was a very wise decision. This one, because it's china, I think we'll go for patterned on that. I don't know why. We will. Oh look, that's a nice one.
They're lovely.
Yeah, it's got some trees and a field.
I'm so used to willows.
Yes.
And what caught my eye was these are like conifer shapes, aren't they?
Very nice.
Unusual.
And so we've got a pile.
I
Phil's
got
got
one. But I got the pretty one.
I think we're going to win. So the last one I'm going to say patterned. And it's plain, so another one for Phil.
Oh, there we go. 2 to 5. I think that means
We won.
and I lost.
This is an interesting spot. We can't get down there, it's far too steep. But there's this building here. Probably had a roof or something on it. Hasn't anymore. Got a nice tree. And then you can see bits of the building all in the water down there. And a bit of pipe. I wonder if that was a chimney. Don't want to take any risks, but we'll go have a little look out over the edge. Phil would not want to do this. Now there's a concrete slab down there, which I'm thinking was possibly the roof on this place. But we won't be going down there today. Now there's a beach down there. It doesn't look as steep on camera as it actually is. It's probably 30 feet.
There's a path there, look.
That is not a path, that is a ski slope. So I can't get down there, but Phil is going to try it. So I'll send you down with the camera and Phil, and let's see if you survive and see if there's anything down there worth risking your neck for.
We'll find out. Let's go, folks. Are you ready? Okie doke. Hold tight, everyone. This could be a bit of a sudden ride to the bottom. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. What was that, dear? Protect the camera if you fall. Whoop, a daisy. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Yep. We're going down. And there's a lot of modern rubbish has been washed up, so let's have a look if there's anything interesting. Right, I have a brick here. Let's have a quick look, see if we can find out what's written on it. I think it's National Star Newport. Yeah, I think that's the Star Brick Company in Newport by the looks of it. There's quite a few bricks around this area. There's another one there. That's the same. National Star Brick Company Newport. A few in the water. There's quite a number across here. Oh, there's a Old Faithful, Ebbw Vale in amongst them there. Nothing new though, I think I haven't seen before. There's a nice big bit of iron there. Oops, excuse me folks, this is very treacherous. I've got a lump of iron there. Now, although we are way down the valley here, we're on the border of the Caerphilly Borough and Newport as far as we can travel under current restrictions, and we associate a great deal of the top end of the valleys with the Industrial Revolution, but it was all along the river. And here on this part of the River Ebw, there was an iron works set up in 1801. So this has been an industrial location for 220 years. Amazing. And I can see another very planed spot there. If you can see it in the distance, a very boldly imprinted Ebw Vale brick. As you can see, this banking is all slipping away here. But so I'll work my way along and see if I can find anything more interesting for you than just my interest in bricks. Got a bit of banking here, and there's some broken bits and pieces. Looks quite a modern bottle top there on a broken bottle. This, so that was, look at the colour on that, the paintwork. This is a bit of car that's been ploughed into the ground and rusting away. I see a bottle top down here. Did wonder if it was a Corona, but there you go. Bottle top off a pop bottle. I'll clean that out and take that with me, but as I went down there I could see a bit of china here. Oh, that's, it's only got a green line, but I don't know if you can see there, it's really well embossed and patterned along the top there. There's a bit of, we see quite a bit of this, watch my finger with the nettles. See quite a bit of the old sewer pipe around the place, that's nothing unusual. Move that down. And, something here. Oh, and something here. Hang on. Another piece. It's another one under the stone. Can anyone see anything else? I can see some modern plastic and cans around. I'm looking for something more interesting if possible. Have a look at these. This is interesting. I haven't got my glasses, I left them with Caroline, so I'll just put it onto the camera there and we'll have a look at the maker afterwards. So that's that one. We'll flip him over. What are you thinking, folks? You can see the maker's name, plain or patent, as Caroline would say. I'm going to say patent. So that looks quite a posh name plaque on there. Oh, I thought I was wrong and I was all white, but there, just in the corner. Look at that. What are we going for with this one? That looks a little bit more boring. So I'm going to go plain on that. How about the rest of you? I tell you what, I've just spotted something. It looks like I've had my boot on that. I hadn't seen it. We'll get that out in a minute. Okay, so I'm going plain. Oh, I'm wrong again. Look at that. Ooh, that is nice. Do you know what, that looks very sort of, the colours there, they look like from 1940s, some there, 30s, 40s, do you think? And the shape maybe coming out to a jug. See, they're just bending out there on the top edge. Perhaps up that way. Oh, I like that. It's a nice bit. And this is a bit of cup, and you can see here, I can't do plain or pattern on this because this is the outside of that, but inside is just a lovely plain glaze. Just there, can you see the embossed band right the way along that? That's lovely. Found some nice bits here on this last piece. What are you thinking, folks? Plain or patterned? I'm going to say plain, so it's probably patterned. Oh wow, no, that is patterned, yes, but look, marmalade. Hey, this looks like a little piece of a jar similar, if not identical, to what Caroline found over at the dump. That's a few miles from here. That's an absolute cracker. To be honest, if that was my last find of the day, because we got to get ready to go in a moment, I'd be thrilled. But as I mentioned, just here in the ground, there's something else. It's rather full of muck and dirt. I tell you what, I wonder if we can take this down to the river. Just probably stick there and leave everything behind. Come down to the river with me. Whoop! Try not to fall in if you can. Have a little look. Now there's a boot. Ain't that a cutie? I think I'm right in saying I don't think Caroline found a bottle either. I think that's our only bottle of the day. It's got a screw top. It looks like an ink bottle to me. I do like that. That's a lovely job. Now, I'm hoping this is recording after our deep sea diving underwater finds, but let's find out, because we're going to attempt to get back up the banking. Here we go. Here we go. I've got a tree to hold on to. That's nice. Well, I'm back up and on terra firma, and I can hand the camera back to the wife. Ooh. So that's it, folks. That's our day on the river here on the River Ebu. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We had a wonderful time, and we're looking forward to sharing this wonderful time with all of you. So please, if you do like it, give us the thumbs up and share it with all your friends. And don't forget, if you subscribe, you'll get to know every time we put a video out. But most importantly, as always, until the next time we have an adventure together, have fun. Bye.
Bye.